welcome to the SCLD podcast. I'm Andrea Brumbaugh, and today I have...
I'm Savannah Stewart.
with me. Sorry about that. And today we're going to be talking about one of our digital resources. Mm-hmm. So what are digital resources, Savannah? Can you explain that for people who might not know?
Great question. I didn't prepare this beforehand. But digital resources are resources that are in-district library card holders, so cards starting with 209, have access to. We have a ton, like over 40, 50.
Lot, yeah.
It's pretty high up there on everything. We have like consumer reports that you can access for free. LinkedIn Learning, which used to be lynda.com. That's a popular one. That one's free.
Ancestry.
Ancestry, yes.
Lots of really cool.
Yeah.
Different
so
software,
many.
basically, is what a lot of them are. Software or websites.
Yeah, but it's free, so you don't have to pay for a subscription for it. You get it with your library card, so that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're expensive.
Very, yeah. So, and then if you don't have an in-district library card, you can sometimes get them with a different library district if you're in district with them. Or like the one we're talking about today, Creativebug, you can get, I believe you can get some kind of account with them.
Yeah, it's not really expensive. I feel like it's like $10 a month, something like that. It's really not, as far as prices, it's really not as high as others.
Yeah, so should we talk about Creativebug then?
Yes.
So Creativebug, which is at our website, it's scld.org/creativebug. And that one is all about, of course, creative things,
crafts. Crafts, art. We have a couple examples of things that we've done. So there's like a crochet, painting, drawing. Sometimes I've gone on there during specific holidays and just typed in, Halloween decorations, and there's so many. I mean, there's definitely more Christmas decorations, which is fair. I kind of wish there was more Halloween ones.
Yeah.
But they were good. The ones that were there were good, so.
Yeah, and they have things for kids, too.
Yes, yeah.
Lots of different things on there. And the things that we have been doing are daily practices. So they give you can go on there. You don't have to do it every day. You can go in at your own pace and do it, but they give you like basically a month's worth of practices to do in whatever craft that you're wanting to learn or practice. Yeah, and so we both did the daily painting, acrylic painting. Acrylic.
We really should have looked up the title before we mumbled through that. Yes.
But yes, we did one with acrylic painting, and it was mostly like still life, right?
Yes.
So it was like fruit and
a spoon.
Yeah, a ball.
And then the last couple classes were like painting an animal or like portraits of people, which if you've painted a rubber ball and then you're like, I'm gonna paint a person, okay. It's a little nerve-wracking. Yeah.
And so you can do those online on your own on Creativebug. But with the library, what we've done is we've kind of created programs around these daily practices that allow you to interact with other people that are also doing the same practice.
Can share your work. What worked, what didn't work, what did you learn? Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, so basically they have it set up to where you register for the program, and there's like kind of some online meetups, like one at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end of the program, and you can exactly talk about what worked, see what everybody else is doing, if there are any tips or anything, and so do we want to show some of our things that we did?
Sure. I want to just start by saying I've never painted before. Like, I just want to make that very clear.
Well, you've done really well for never painting before.
An apple.
Oh, I'll show you my apple as well.
Let me see your apple.
I love my apple.
Your apple is so good.
This is my favorite out of the ones I did.
Very good.
So, yeah.
Very good. One of the things that we did with this particular class is a lot of color blending, which is great, but difficult. Like, I found that trying to mix colors to make the specific red or lilac was really hard. And you can go to an art store and just buy those colors, which I recommend, really.
Yeah. Well, and it was hard too because what we were doing is we were watching the teacher on the video, she had a specific apple or whatever.
Right.
And then if you had your own apple, you're maybe not picking the same colors.
Yes.
So you're listening to her.
And how she's choosing.
The colors and what she's choosing. And so it kind of throws you off. So I ended up just doing whatever she was doing. I just like took a screenshot of whatever she was painting and just did that so that I was like there. But
that's
I think, if you are more advanced than maybe we are, then it might you might still be able to do it easily. But
yeah, I have a really ugly acorn squash that I gave up on.
Oh.
Acorn squash at the bottom is like a neon orange. If it's a neon color, I have no idea how to color mix it. It turns brown.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I add a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna add some yellow. How about this red? And I'm like, no, that's so not even close to what I'm trying to paint.
They do have neon colors in the store.
Yes, buy those. Don't try and mix those. Nature can't do that. I don't know how they do it, but nature can't.
Yeah.
I have a ball.
I did a ball as well, but I didn't bring my ball. Oh, your ball is really nice. I like the reflection there you've got.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed that when you're painting, just have somebody hold it from like really far away, and you can be like, oh yes, it is a thing. But because when I'm up close, I'm like, this is garbage.
Right, exactly. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
I'm always like, this is horrible, and then I look at it from far away, and then I'm like, oh, all right, it's not so bad.
Shall I show my portrait?
Sure.
You know who it is.
I know who it is. Can the audience guess who it is? They might with the scarf.
It looks like Nicolas Cage to me. It's not. It's not. This is Harry Styles. I know you can't tell because he has gorgeous hair, and I don't know what I've done to this.
I think you did a really good job. For your first time painting a portrait, right?
Yes.
That's amazing.
The contouring on the face was so hard. Like to blend, it's hard to blend. But yes, it looks like a person, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'll show a couple of my other ones. I didn't finish, so I didn't get to the fancy portrait and the animals and stuff.
I did a rubber ball and then I jumped ahead by like
you did.
20 days. So
did a spoon.
Beautiful.
And
oh my gosh, that banana.
That
is so good.
And this one is okay. I don't really like the shading or like the shadow that I did. This is the orange.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Nice. Yeah, creating shadows was harder.
It was. But I do like the fact that the teacher on that was talking about like a lot of people just go immediately to like black or dark gray, but that's not what the color is. If you really look at shadows, it's not.
It's really light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, show us. Oh, this one's so good.
I did this last night.
It's so great.
This is my kitty Zelda. She has no whiskers yet. It looks like a cat.
Yeah, it does. It looks so good. I was telling her before we started filming that I have tried to draw cats before and cannot do it, and that's amazing. It's so good.
Thank you. I started with the nose and worked my way out. I was so zoomed into this picture of my cat, like so zoomed in. But yeah, I'm proud of the eyes.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. For especially,
thank you.
I mean, it's more amazing to me that you have never painted before this.
I know. It kind of, what would have happened in my life if I would have like nurtured this at like, I don't know, 12?
Yeah. Well,
no,
you still could. You still could. There's lots of people who don't paint until later in life, and then they, become masters at it.
Okay, we're not going to go that far. But yes, I will enjoy painting now because I have some skills because I know how to do it. Before I was like, I don't know, what do you do?
Yeah.
How do you
it
shade?
It definitely did help.
How do you blend?
Yeah, and she told us a little bit about like brushes to use and stuff like that too. So
very helpful.
Yeah, it was really a cool program to and I'm sure like I think some of them were some of the people who were also doing the program with us were, more seasoned painters and stuff, and they still enjoyed it as well. It wasn't like it was just for beginners. I think it was, pretty much
for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. So, and then tell us about was it crochet or knitting?
Crochet.
Okay, so then they do have knitting as well, but yeah.
Yeah, so this was a daily challenge for beginning crochet and all the different stitches you can do. I've never crocheted before. It shows, that's okay. But this is, at the end, you combine all your squares. Because I can't tell you what any of these are, though.
So what stitch?
Yeah. seashell, maybe. I could be making that up. But
I
yeah,
have
so
no
this
clue.
is all the different textures and
really
kinds
cool.
of stitches you can do. And shout out to Erin for giving me, I think you gave me this blue. She gave me this blue. It's gorgeous. It was my favorite one. This one's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a little Charlie Brown pattern or something.
Yeah, I definitely, if I want to crochet. They're different. If I want to crochet, I will be going back to this daily practice for different stitches because I don't have these memorized.
Yeah, well, and that's the nice thing
yeah.
too, is if you go on there, you can always go back to it.
Yeah,
like I
you
didn't
can-
finish this, but I can still go back and look.
And you can create an account on Creativebug, which is nice. So you can save or like different things that you might maybe want to try later.
Yeah.
So it's
every
fun,
time I
though.
sign on, it's like pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I appreciate that.
This is really cool. Like I have never tried crocheting. I've heard that that's easier than knitting. I don't know how true that is, but I've tried knitting, and I think I got to like a half of one of these squares and gave up because I was just like, I can't. No.
Well, check out the Creativebug. I'm sure there's a daily knitting.
Yeah,
challenge.
or maybe I'll try crocheting.
Crochet
first.
was fun. I have tried knitting, but crochet was better. Not to anger anybody. Crochet was better.
But so I think that the library is planning on doing more of these programs in the future. I know that Dana, one of the librarians who was kind of facilitating the painting one, was talking about, other programs that they'd like to do in the future, watercolor and some other things, I think.
They did a watercolor one.
Okay.
Possibly. Or they were talking about it. And there was a lace knitting
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I don't know if they've done embroidery. They should.
They should. So if you're interested in one of these programs, you can go to scld.org and go to our events tab, and it'll show our calendar and all kinds of different programs that we have, including some of these coming up. I don't know that any of them are scheduled now.
Not yet, but I'd guess fall.
Yeah, definitely.
probably be
I
some.
think there should be some, probably at least
It's
one
so
more
fun.
this year.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, important thing to note. What makes this really cool that the library does, they give you the supplies to start.
Yes.
So a lot of times that's like I don't even know what to get to start a new creative thing in the library. It's like, here's a bag to get you started. Which,
This one was great. All the
paint,
stuff that came. We got all the paints.
brushes.
What else did we get? I think
That was it.
that was probably it. But just having the paints alone
Yes. And
was
brushes.
was great
Yeah.
because
get you
you don't know
started.
exactly what kind of paints, and there were like 7 or 8 paints in there, something like that, maybe more. So that's another cool part of it being through the library rather than just going on there by yourself.
Yeah.
So
it was great.
So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.